Go. FederalGhosts versus Ivy 4. We do have a Mr. Triathlon match. Enmar versus Proton John here. 7. Which will probably be an hour off. No, it's not those two. It's NPC versus Terravan today. That's also at 7, so we'll probably take an hour off between this and that. Make sure I got my challenges ready for them. I've got plenty of games. That gross Game Boy skin on the left, my FederalGhost. Hard to see what's going on in that two-tone. I dislike it. I dislike it a lot. Been a bit since we've seen some of these games. We're still in the quarterfinals. That reminds me, they are on hard mode, right? Let me make sure these two are. It will be easier to tell a little further down. Yeah, they are. This is a hard mode match. The first one we've seen, I think, actually, because we had to cancel one. It's very muddy, even for Game Boy. That is definitely hard mode. FederalGhosts is competing against. And Ivy as well. They are definitely on hard mode. You see, one of the things that makes it very obvious is the way the spikes work now. They are acting on their own. They are no longer triggered by the player. They just go by time, which sounds not too bad. But what it means is that instead of a temporary safety, you no longer guarantee landing on those spikes. You have to think about the clock. As long as you keep the clock in mind, you can still jump off of them. Players are neck and neck here. More enemies in hard mode. A new enemy in World 1. They're the swimming turtles in level 3, but smaller. Move back and forth, cannot be shot, must be jumped on. World 2, the spikes are the big difference. World 3, there are no doodads. To decrease your oxygen, you have to find it on the way through. World 4 is various enemies from previous worlds, making it a bit more hectic. Looks like we've taken a death. FederalGhosts has gone down. Ivy's still going strong on World 4, World 2-3 here. In World 5 on hard mode, the boss will shoot twice, and is just, in general, is just a little harder. There's your differences. There's also more enemies in general around. Some of the shop items are double, so you're gonna have a harder time buying things. That's what our players are in store for. A lot of changes. That's what you like to see when a game does hard mode right. It shouldn't be just an HP increase. This is 6 games and counting. 6 matches, that is. So here's the air. As you can see, it's dropping pretty rapidly. You need to be very vigilant on getting the bubbles on the way down. No longer will you be stopping to open chests. Ivy's taking a lot of hits trying to stay in the air. Suffocation may have been preferable to that. FederalGhosts has gone down again. Ivy has quite a lead. I can't help but feel that the palette is part of it. How do you feel about Grandma theme over there? Ivy always battling with air here, but staying in. Lots of health. Getting that air way back up there. Cut quite a bit there. Took some damage. Has enough air, I think, to make it through the rest of the, yeah, it's done. But purpley. Is FederalGhosts giving up? What? They don't seem to be making any progress. Meanwhile, Ivy's in limbo. You're gonna see old enemies in here now. It's not gonna be just free anymore. It's much harder. More than 2 types of enemies. We got skulls, falling guys. A lot more chaos down here. For the record, I realize now that my clock's not on screen. I'll turn it on in a second. Been at it for about 9 minutes. There it is. It's maybe the end of Ivy. Oh, they're gonna heal here. Twice. Nice. Still in it. 3 HP. Nice recovery. Back again. Down to 4-3. Final area. In our first hard mode broadcast, are we going to see a victory? Pretty damn close. Sitting on 1 more HP, just needs a place to land. I feel like you have to take this part a lot slower than before. There's too much non-predictability going on now that the bats and stuff are in here. Everything. Shotgun with a heart. That's 4 HP. Down to 3 again. Right away. Couldn't get out of there without taking a hit. At the boss, though, with 3 HP. And a decent chunk of change. Grabs the laser upgrade. Four HP. Boss fight. Hard mode boss fight. Shoots twice instead of once. Big change. Noppy with a heart on it. Declined. Keeping the shotgun. Spikes rotate in this part too. Oh, good hit. Actually, spikes off in this part? That's weird. Two HP. I'd be moving on to round 3 of this boss. Oh man, bit chasing by those piranha things. The turret just saved him. Taking Puncher. He's got HP really low, so I think that's a downgrade on weaponry, but it's not that bad, and I would have done the same thing. Phase 4 with 1 HP to spare. Oh man. Fall right into the boss. Gonna be able to do it. Just gotta float. Plenty of ammo. Gotta weave around the bullets. That's a victory. Nice work. That's 1. Hard mode cleared. Abby says that's her first hard mode. Nice job. 30 minutes back on the clock. Yeah, it's taking a while to get these matches queued up. Problems. Mr. Triathlon thing's still going on too. We have a match of that tonight later, like an hour and a half. We're in the quarterfinals though, on both. Almost done. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, they're doing hard mode. I decided the quarterfinals beyond should be hard mode. 5 matches after this, all hard mode. Ew, a palette. FederalGhosts is having a really bad time with hard mode. It's definitely a step up for sure, all around. Every stage is different. You actually have to relearn the game a little bit. I don't think that Ivy has practiced hard mode much. From what I understand, that was their first time playing it, and they won. Just barely hung on. Came really close. They're on their way into Catacombs already on the second run. Those spikes. They are different. I don't know if I would say they're worse. I think they are. For me, they are. Some people might not mind. They're constantly rising and shutting down instead of being reactive to you. Which means that I feel like that's worse because now you have to be aware of them. Whereas before, if you were fast, you could get a quick hop off of them no matter what. So that's a new threat, really, that wasn't really there before. H3 Catacombs. H3. Well, whatever. Oh, I guess because it's hard mode, that's why it's H. That makes sense. That's handy notation for me to make sure the players are on the right mode. Ghost is in Catacombs also. The aquifers are a much more malicious place than before. As far as keeping your air going. Ivy's going in there with 1 HP. That's not too great. Good luck. Keeping your air up is a very difficult thing. You have to constantly be moving. You don't want to miss any. 6 minutes in, round 2 here. I was doing okay, recovering some health with the fork perk, eating corpses. Much harder to do now. It's just a lot faster, this whole thing. You just want to keep on falling. You don't stop to break chests open and eat anymore, because if you do, you're gonna lose a lot of time. There's no chest air in them. All the air is just stranded up in the sky. I feel like some of it you can't even get reasonably. They seem to have it on lockdown though. Awkward 3. Oh. Machine gun. With a turret backing it up. Offer's done. Nice work. Staying alive. I didn't think they'd make it. She's entering 4-1H now. With way more health than entered Aquifer. Aquifer was very profitable. You can still eat corpses in this floor, but since there's no ground, they never really land. It makes it much more annoying. There's a double HP heal in that store. Back up to 4. Interesting plan, hanging on the left wall and hoping that no enemies show up. Got HP back right when they lost it too. 4-1 clear. Nice. Just gem powered. Man. 1 HP. 4-2 done. Where's the apple when you need it? That damn gotcha skull ended the run. Ivy's back to the start. 4-3. FederalGhosts died again on 2-2. Here comes orange. Didn't last long. In order for Fed to win, they need to get all the way to the boss, and they got 20 minutes to see it. Show me that boss and you get yourself a point. Otherwise, Ivy's got this match. Ivy died on 1-3. The start of hard mode, very difficult. For me, it's the hardest part, getting a good run going. Once I get in the groove of it, I usually make it pretty far. But the first 3 floors, for some reason, in games like this always give me a hard time. Part of it is you don't really have any equipment yet. "17 minutes left. FederalGhosts doing a little better. They're on 2-1. They have not taken too many hits yet. Ivy takes another death. Having trouble getting another good run. They had 2, though. That's all they need to win this thing. The first one, they went all the way. This one, they got stopped a little bit. What was it Nintendo Direct that was so exciting? Is that it? Just Smash Brothers again? I figured it'd be something people cared about, like a new F-Zero. Oh, Mario Tennis. Yes, give me more of that F-Zero, man. I'm waiting for it. Who do I have to talk to? Let's start an F-Zero position. I'm gonna do it. Oh, there already is one. Nice. 13 minutes. I never really played Smash. I played it on the 64, and that's it. I just don't play that kind of game. If I were gonna play that kind of game, that would be the one I would probably play. I think they could easily make a really good F-Zero game using the tech on the Switch. I really don't understand how they could fail, honestly. It's just using the basics of what they know about game design at this point and how good that console is. Seems like fish in a barrel. Waiting to see if one of the players get back to Aquifers. Haven't seen that in a while. Ivy died on 4-3-H here. And they haven't been able to reproduce that since. There is a time limit because this game does have a pace by which it must operate in, and I feel like 10 minutes is a reasonable time frame for that pace. What I'm saying is that if Federal dies again, I probably will call this. I don't believe that they'll have time to do it on another run after this one. Even if they do make it, they wouldn't make it in time. This run, though, this run could go all the way. No reason why it couldn't. That's gonna do it. Okay. Gonna give it to Ivy. Nice work, Ivy. Ivy will be moving on to play against Finn in the semifinals. for actually having cleared the game and nearly beaten it twice. We have a mystery triathlon race here in under an hour. I'll be going back online to do that. Until then, folks, I'll see ya. I'm gonna host somebody in the meantime. NPC versus Terravan will be happening, Mystery Triathlon, in about 70 minutes. Catch you then.